I've got to speak on this, man. I never thought that I would be getting involved in like Overwatch community drama again, but there's only one reason that I'm going to today to preface everything that I say here in this video, and that's because it's about OWCS, and it's going to affect the bottom line of people that I've watched grind for so damn long to achieve their goals, and it's a path that I walked as well, playing in contenders and doing the pro AMs 2 years ago, which was really, really fun. Honestly, truly, one of the best times of my life. Anybody who's ever competed in esports, mainly competed in Overwatch, right? But they'll tell you, man, like some of those moments are truly the best of your life. The moments you share with your teammates stay with you forever, man. Truly one of the biggest blessings of my life. We're playing, competing with some of these guys, man. The rush that you get, the feeling that you get, it's unrivaled and it's unmatched. And I'd encourage anybody who ever wants to experience it. I think it's an essential life experience, man. Please go do it. But if you guys have not been up to date with what's been going on in the Overwatch Twitter sphere, I guess, there's been constant drama, it seems like, of for some reason, inexplicably, though sometimes for Flats, I've seen some comments where I understand why it would irritate people, but you've seen people going after J3. You've seen people going after Flats. And it's just like, guys, please stop and think for a second. I'm going to play this clip. This has 1 million views and 7,000 likes. And this is a Flats reaction. This is after, for context, a lot of people were going after him for his take on OWCS. And over time, I've seen more and more hate coming Flats' way, with a lot of people calling his content slop, shit like that, as if any of them were capable of putting up the numbers that Flats put up in the dead period of Overwatch. It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous to call React content slop and all that shit. Big talk from people who've never sat down and made a video when it's been some of the most successful stuff that's come out that casual viewers at home want. Watch this clip.
Spooked a lot of creators. I was actually the person who got targeted hard because I was at the top, right? Everyone goes for the king. And you better go, if you go swing for the king, you better fucking take his head. And they didn't. They missed.
So the context what he said, it spooked a lot of creators, okay? And I'm going to go to these tweets and Doomfist updates and a lot of these people who are doing this shit for Twitter likes. I know, to be fair to this person, I quoted this and they did say, like, I wasn't vilifying him. Like, I was just quoting this tweet. And that's fine. So my fault on that, buddy. But there's so many tweets calling out slop. Like, look at this account. OWCS struggles. And I'm going to call you out. You claim to support OWCS, and I'm not trying to be rude to you here, but I want you to think critically for a second. Calling out my tweet, 1.4K likes, whatever it is, right? Where I said, I'm not going to lie, seeing people vilify Flats of all people is so mind-blowing. If it was someone like me who said crazy stuff, I'd get it. But this dude put blood, sweat, and tears into Overwatch content for years and cares about the community in the game. When did everything flip on his head? Also, he's not wrong. Dude has been the king of Overwatch content since 2021. Not sure how that could be a remotely controversial take of any kind. Maybe the saying you either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain really is true. And I had a lot of people say, well, what about Super? Like, Super's the king, all that. Super's great, man. He could win the lottery tomorrow. I cheer for him. He's a great guy, great content creator. If you look at the following of Flats and the viewership he pulled, it's undisputed that he has had the most success out of any Overwatch creator since 2020. It's not even close. The dude's got 1 million followers on his channel now. He has been the at-home face brand of Overwatch, okay? It's not close. It's not a discussion. It's not even remotely close. And you can love and enjoy every creator. I'm not trying to say it's a competition, but this stuff matters. And what he referred to in this clip is, I'm going to be blunt, and I'm going to say it how it is, okay? How the Overwatch Twitter scene is reacting and going after these old-gen content creators is driving people away from wanting to support OWCS. And ultimately, that hurts the players, okay? That's the only reason I'm making this video, because I want to see people do well, make good livings, competing in Overwatch. If that goes back, you can go back and watch my takes for years on this stuff, where that's all I've ever wanted, because I walked that path. I know how hard these guys work. I know how bad they want to be successful, and some of the biggest names in the space right now I've watched grow up from the age of 14 or 15 competing in the Overwatch space, and I want nothing but the most success those guys can have, okay? I'm going to be blunt with you guys, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. Let's start off with why you guys going after these creators, and it is driving them away. I know for a fact it is driving big brands away from OWCS that would ultimately help this space succeed, okay? It's bad because the more big brands and big channels that are involved with OWCS helps them market. It helps them get more brands involved. It helps more money get into the space, right? And so I'm asking you guys to not walk a path adjacent to what I did, which burned bridges. Now, granted, I felt like I had an obligation to speak out on a lot of the things that happened, but the reality is, if you're truly an OWCS fan and you care about the space and you want it to succeed, going after guys like Jay and Flats has got to be the dumbest shit you could possibly do for Twitter likes. It's so fucking stupid, man. It's so fucking stupid. I don't want to see this account ever claim to care about the players when you're doing shit like this and dogging on Flats. I don't really give a fuck if you dog on me, to be honest with you. But like, I can scroll down the tweets and look at all this stuff. And I'm just trying to warn you guys right now, okay? This is gonna have a negative effect on the space. It doesn't help. It does not help. You can disagree with their takes. I'm not saying you have to go up and kiss ass. I'm not saying any of that, right? But here's the warning that I'm going to give to you guys right now. And it's not going to destroy the space either, but it's definitely not best for the players. Please, please, please don't burn the biggest bridges you guys have towards casual gamers because you want Twitter likes, or you don't like what somebody says, or you think it's cringe. It's been a trend recently. Even Spylo's picked up on it and talked about it. Just hit the brakes a little bit and please think critically about what the effects of what you're doing might be, because it's definitely not in the best interest of the players who are grinding, who want more sponsors in. It doesn't help. I want to bring up this tweet from OC, who actually is completely right, makes great content as well. The full disclosure, guys, I haven't really consumed WCS content in a while. I've just been interested in moving on to other stuff, and that's what I've done kind of in peace and quiet, because it's just not for me anymore. But OC says, as the game gets older, it will naturally become more competitive. The players that stay long-term are often most interested in improving at the game. With that comes more demand for competitive content. Professional players will gain more of a following. The future of competitive games are in their esports, not the casual content creation scene. I say this with love, but the casual scene will move on, while the competitive scene is here to stay. That transition is happening right now in Overwatch. And I think they're completely right. Just to be honest, I've always been a big advocate about really doubling down on the competitive scene and all this stuff. Well, I'll disagree with OC here, is that there are a lot of casual players who will want to watch OWCS, and Flats is the biggest bridge of any brand in Overwatch to all of those people. And guys, like, I just want to understand where all of this went haywire. Full disclosure, I've not been as boots on the ground with this stuff as like most people have in years, to be honest. But I do want to support my friends. I do want to support the scene. I do want to support those kids who walked the same path that I walked, okay? You guys tell me down in the comments, where did all this shit go wrong? Check this out. Look at my tweet here. Look at the replies. People calling the React content slop. It's an egotistical thing to say. You're crazy. Ego is earned. Flats has earned the right to say that through 5 years of grinding and being the most successful Overwatch creator. In terms of numbers, he's the most successful, and it's not close, okay? At some point, he just generated slop and didn't even play competitively. I see this thrown around a lot, particularly in Overwatch, actually, for some reason. I see this as like a buzzword in the Overwatch community, where people call React content as low-effort slop. It's trash, and yet it's the most consumed content out there, because that's where a ton of Overwatch players reside who just want to get on and watch the content, who might get on and watch OWCS, and guess what? Those people are the people who pay the bills, man. They pay the bills for your game servers to be up. They pay the bills for sponsorships to get involved and support OWCS and support these orgs. If these people aren't out there, the same people that consume this that you are dogging, this guy's a good guy, I'm not trying to flame him, you wouldn't have any money or an OWCS at all. And that's something people have got to realize, man, and got to think critically on. So the reason why I'm making this video, honestly, I probably shouldn't get involved with the Overwatch scene at all, because this is all the shit I see on Twitter nowadays. The only reason I'm going to is because these fucking players who have grinded for so long deserve the best, and you guys are pushing people away that ultimately is going to hurt them. And so all I ask, I don't care how you think about me. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you don't. Do you like OWCS? And do you like the players, man? And do you want to support them? Because if you want to support them, you guys need to show more support to guys like J3, more support to guys like Flats. And if you disagree with them, that's fine. Say, listen, bro, like, hey, you're wrong on this one. Don't go around like this fucking Oren guy who's just trying to content farm and be like, this guy, what did he say? Like, called him like a troglodyte? I don't fucking know what it was. My fault. And honestly, again, it's rich coming from me. Pot calling the kettle black. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I don't want you guys to walk the same path that I did. I don't. I want you guys to be better. And maybe that's the unk in me coming out. But I hope that you guys can take my words here and take what I'm telling you and actually think critically for what you want for yourself and the space around you, and understand what you all are doing and how you all are acting is doing nothing but alienate people who you should want to support you. And I know this for a fact based on what people are saying behind the scenes, man. I probably shouldn't step out and say this, but I'm going to, because that's who I am, and I'm okay with saying shit that other people don't want to get involved in. Stop burning bridges, guys. It's going to leave you alone on an island, like me, right? Don't do it. Be better than me, man. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this drama. It's fucking silly. Pretty much every argument that I've seen has just been absolute nothing burger, chronically online Reddit user sitting there just trying to justify their dislike for somebody instead of actually understanding the implications of what could happen and how it's hurting the space in general. So listen, man, OWCS is the only thing I care about left in Overwatch. Like, the game's just not really for me anymore. But I care about the people that played, man. I've watched these kids grow up grinding, and I want to see them succeed, and I want to see you guys succeed too, man. So please, 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 just think critically for a minute before you guys burn the bridge. And this will probably fall on deaf ears, but cannot say that I didn't try. Cannot say that I didn't try, man. So, yeah, this drama's fucking stupid, dude. People got to lock in. It's very sad, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, all right. God, all right, we're ending the video there. Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking hell.